Friends, this is Madhur Bajaj. Today I'm going to discuss on how to write a how-to blog post. Whether it's how to start a business or how to learn music, people are searching how to do things from Google all the time. And you can help those people with how to blog post. How to blog post actually provides your readers with a step-by-step guide to doing well anything. These blogs are an amazing opportunity for a company to position itself as a customer focused as well as selfless, right? As you are laying out a tactical strategy to fix a problem or addressing a need without asking for anything in return. Okay, so this will actually assist you to make your brand synonymous with trust. Well, by writing these type of posts, this will actually rank your blog in Google featured snippet. Okay, so the box that appears in Google search results with a few dozen words answering the question. So you can see an example of this below in the next slide. So I will discuss the few pointers on how to write a question blog post, right? Okay. So what are the pointers behind that? Maths and equation explanation. Okay. So that is very important. You have to provide a way of thinking about or approaching an obscure task, right? So for example, how to set and achieve marketing objectives. Then you have to outline step-by-step instruction to an easily addressable task. Okay? So these things you have to keep in mind. Now we will discuss few more guidelines on how to write a attractive blog post. So first pointer is you have to have an outline for the blog post. Pointer number two is you need to have a keyword. You have to enter the targeted keyword. Pointer number three is keyword MSV. Okay, so you have to enter targeted keyword monthly search volume. Then you have to enter the author name. Then you have to enter the due date. You have to enter the desired publish date. Then you have to define your buyer persona. Okay, so you have to enter the targeted reader or buyer persona. So these guidelines you have to keep in mind while creating a how to blog post, right? Then what are the few more pointers that you have to keep in mind? Make sure that the title starts with how to and it runs for 60 characters or less. So you have to have an introduction, okay, which should be very much concise. Then you have to lead into the post with a short 100 to 200 words introduction. So you have to highlight those important pointers in the introduction. The reason why what you're talking about is actually very important that has to be covered. So who, what type of industry, what type of sector of the industry this applies to. So those aspects needs to be covered in the introduction. What you will be covering. Okay. So for example, in this post, you'll be explaining this term, why it is important, explain how this particular terminology is important, and you need to provide valuable suggestions for that. Now we will discuss what is the term and why does it matter. Some readers may have no idea what it is you are explaining on how to do. Obviously, if what you're writing about is well known, you can skip the definition. After defining the terminology, you need to discuss on why it is important for the reader to understand the idea and how to do it, what you're writing about. This section should make up of the bulk of the writing in your blog post. So we are talking about how to post. It is enormously important for each step to have its own section header for optimal organization, clarity for the reader, and search engine optimization. Additionally, breaking instruction up by sections and also lets you include visual aids for each step as needed in the form of a GIF or an image or a video. It is very important to keep in mind that you have to be clear, concise, and accurate in the steps you provide your readers. Any extra information to the article may confuse them. That can result in some readers not achieving the results they have intended. If what you're explaining on how to solve an equation, for example, how do you calculate break even, provide a step-by-step explanation, an example of how to calculate the rate, points, or number you are explaining on how to reach. Show all of your work so the reader can follow along easily. If you're breaking down a difficult concept or task, some readers may actually feel overwhelmed and unsure of their ability on how to tackle it. You have to break down a few suggestions on how to best approach the concept or a few reminders about it. This is not a list post, so you have to keep it short. List to 3 to 5 pieces of advice. If you feel the step-by-step approach is completely sufficient, you can choose not to include this section. Now we are coming up for closing. You have to wrap up your amazing new blog post with a great closing. Remind your readers of the key takeaways you want them to walk away with, and you have to always consider pointing them to other resources you actually have on your website. Now we will discuss about call to action. Last but not the least, you have to place a call to action at the bottom of your blog post. This should be to a lead generating piece of content or to a sales focused landing page for a demo or consultation. For example, if your product or service helps your readers do what it is they search for, how to, or if you have a template in your content resource library that does what they have researched on how to do it, that would be a perfect CTA for this blog post. So as you have understood, call to action plays a vital role in all of your blog posts. So you have to place it very much strategically so that you get the best output. Okay? Now we will discuss what is the checklist before publishing. Did you provide clear, actionable steps to accomplish the task your reader needed help with? Did you provide relevant and accurate facts and statistics to prove your understanding of the concept? Did you emphasize the importance of understanding this concept If it is not already well known, did you properly cite and backlink your sources? Did you spell check and proofread? Are there at least 1 to 2 images? Is your post of 800 to 1000 words at a minimum? Now I have given you a complete explanation on how to write a how to blog post. So if ever you need any kind of help, please send me an email at seomadhur@gmail.com. You can contact me on 98502 76340. Okay? And you can please like and share this video as well as subscribe to my channel. Right? Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.